Hello my friends, today I will talk about our story. My story from my wife and me. How we met and how we ended up in Ireland. Before I start, I want to tell you this. It's not a political statement or not anything against it. So it might anger people, but I want to be very clear on this. What happens, okay, is simply how I see it. Simple as that. It started in 1998. It was September 1998 and I was in my last year as a student of social worker. And I was working on my thesis and everything. And I used internet in that time a lot. I still do, of course. And there was a popular messenger program, ICQ. I met many people through that and talked to many people from different countries and everything. I was, and still am, interested in loads of people from different cultures, different backgrounds, you name it. It doesn't matter. It's just very interesting how people from different cultures see things. And from that you learn. At a certain moment I met a guy in the Philippines who was from the Philippines, who messaged me and such, and I talked with him and such. And through him, all of a sudden, there was a girl talking to him, not noticing that I was seeing that she was talking as well. And she was talking also in Filipino. I didn't know what she was asking something, but she was asking something. And I just said, hey, hi, how are you? And she was, oh, hi, so kind of surprised. That was the first start of my meeting with my now wife. And that was the start of our love life. And I can tell you this, having a long distance relationship is very, very hard, very, very tough. So I won't blame people who have a long distance relationship saying, I cannot handle it anymore, we stop. Because, believe me, long distance relationships are tough. In the time, there was already lots of stereotyping of Filipinos. Like, she's a woman, she wants to marry you, and after she's married she comes to the Netherlands and she dumps you. And in the Philippines, probably, this is what I have from hearsay, hey, he's a Western guy, maybe yes he's rich, but he will use you and after a while he dumps you. With all those kinds of promises. Not me, I was different. Yes, we talked about these stereotypical things and we made it very clear to each other that we had these stereotypical thinking going around in our lives. And then in the year 2000 we decided to meet up for the first time. I went for the first time on my own, for the first time as well, many firsts, on my own to the Philippines. To meet with her. And that meeting went fine. The first one who I met was not her in the first place, it was her mom who picked me up at the airport. And then from there on I met her and her dad. Lovely people, I can tell you. The Philippines, I can tell you, is a wonderful country. About that in a different blog. What else? In that day I was talking a lot and talking a lot, talk, and was very happy and youthful and in love and everything. Eventually, after some years of long distance relationship with interneting, phoning, and that kind of stuff, I went also after that 2 or 3 times again back and forth to the Philippines. We decided, I proposed to her. Very simple. In that time, also the Dutch government came with new laws regarding bringing your foreign partner to the Netherlands. Those were the very tough ones. I don't go into detail because then I will start making a political statement regarding the Netherlands and their attitude against foreign partners. This is not what I want. But all in short I can tell you, we felt by the Dutch government in that matter judged in our love. Yes, you can fall in love with a foreign partner. Yes, you can marry a foreign partner. But bringing to the Netherlands, that foreign partner is a way different thing. It was very, very tough. And there are many of us there in the Netherlands. Many. Who are suffering daily. Who have partners in another country. Who cannot bring them over because the Dutch government makes it very hard. In that period of time, it was for us also very hard. But in that time, we decided also to get married. In 2004, we got married, and then after our wedding day, or just a couple of weeks after, I went back to the Netherlands as a married man, but without her. Without her. Can you imagine if you live in the Netherlands and you get married in the Netherlands, you have to go away without your partner, or going home without your partner, and knowing that you won't see your partner for a long time? How does that feel, my friends? That, my friends, is very tough. Very tough. And I hear people laugh and say, haha, it's your choice and everything. Yes, it's my choice to love someone. Yes, it's my choice to marry. And yes, I take the responsibility of that. But I don't take the responsibility to be forced coming home, married, but without your partner. Forced by some laws and that kind of stuff. It made me tough. It made me tough in love. Because our love got tested. Our wedding or our marriage got tested in that time. Very, very badly. Very strongly. Because for certain things you had a certain income to let my wife come over to the Netherlands. And I had at a certain moment also 2 jobs. And still it was not enough. Because I had needed to have a steady job. Try to find a steady job in the Netherlands nowadays. And with that law, you have to need a steady job, a year contract or more. Try to find that in the Netherlands nowadays. Is that fair? I don't think so. And also these other ideas of people saying when your partner is coming to from outside European Union into the Netherlands, the first thing they do is going to the social welfare. Utter nonsense, because it's not allowed in the first place anyway. Because you as a Dutch man, those ones who have a Dutch nationality, Dutch passport, have to take care for their foreign partners in the first place financially. And as such, that image of people coming into the Netherlands, oh, they find the social welfare system, is simple nonsense. Anyway, in short, 2.5 years later, I was still without my wife. We still lived a long distance relationship. We married, but we lived miles and miles and miles apart from each other. My dad and my mom arranged once for my wife to come over on a tourist visa. And getting a tourist visa was not easy. It was declined at first because they were afraid of that my wife would stay in the Netherlands. The Netherlands is simply afraid. But that is not enough, you know. When my wife came to the Netherlands on the tourist visa, when we picked her up, she was put aside at the airport, saying even when she had the admittance from the IND that she is approved for tourist visa, she was still put aside at the airport by the police, questioned. And I had to show up at the police and showing, guys, she's my wife, this is approved, why are you giving us a hard time? She was approved, why should you give a hard time? That happened to us. Not only once, later on several times. When we moved to Ireland, that's what we eventually did, and want to go back to the Netherlands sometimes. We got sidetracked and questioned. Nonetheless, my friends, eventually, in 2006, somewhere at the end of 2006, after a long hardship time, when I moved to the Netherlands, when I moved to Ireland in March 2006, and after half a year, waiting, fighting, because we had lots of forms to fill out, fighting for my wife to come to Ireland. She got approved for a permanent visa to Ireland. Believe me, it was not an easy choice to leave the Netherlands behind. To move to Ireland, where she, my wife, would be accepted. Who she was, and where the government did not meddle with love. Those who judge our love or anyone else's love in this matter is absent of love itself. Eventually we won, but for a huge price. We are together here in Ireland and we love each other and we have a family life. Almost taken away from the Dutch government. I want to share this story because I want to show it to people, tell this people, so that they get strength and courage to not give up on each other in a long distance relationship. Even when you're married, do not give up on each other. Yes, it's hard, it's tough, but find comfort in each other, that this struggle, and I know it's a big one, makes you stronger in your love. Does it mean that my marriage is perfect? No. My wife and I have our arguments so now and then, and that is fine. But our love for each other is immense, deep and strong. Do I advise people to go through that struggle as we did? No. But people in this same situation, please do not give up. And yes, I'm a bit strong, try to stay strong here and fight here, but I'm fighting my emotions here because there's a lot of anger. And that anger I want to use to send out a message. A message of courage, a message of decisiveness, a message of not giving up, especially not on love. Because governments or any other institute can meddle with your love. They can try, but love conquers all. In Dutch we say, liefde overwint alles. And that is true. And the prices you will get, you pay prices for it, but you can have also unexpected, great, wonderful results from it. So don't give up. Thank you very much.